Hello, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is episode 16 of Wind Waker HT, and this is, of course, Gerkinman speaking because that's the show, and I'm the guy who talks in it. We have two people with us tonight, and one of them, much like a couple of weeks ago, will be popping his Game Over Gerkinman cherry, which is very exciting. But before we get to him, because he's a surprise, Jess, do you want to say hi?
Are you sure you don't want to do the introduction for me, Dan? Because you pretty much already have.
Well, you know.
All right. Hey, everybody. Shut up. Hey, everybody. It's Namir, or Jess. If you don't know me by now, I make videos about video games, and I do voice acting sometimes.
There you go. And we also have a special guest with us today. He'll probably be here. You'll probably already have heard his voice, because by the time this is out, he probably would have been in another game. But this is his first time on the show officially. Please introduce yourself, mystery guest.
Hi, everybody. This is Psycon. Yep. And it's ironic that we picked this game for me to jump in on because this is the character that I stole my character's look from.
Really? This is why I bring people on the show. Oh. Well, it made for a good story.
Well, I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, no, it was.
Thank you for having me, Gerkinman.
No, it's a pleasure.
We're playing Wind Waker, I see.
Wind Waker HD. Yeah, the Wii U re-release, which is very exciting. So I got some questions for you since it's your first time on the show, and that's the way we do things when we have guests on the show.
I love being quizzed.
Yeah, it's quiz. You will be marked at the end.
That's pretty. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's pretty.
There you go. All right. So, what is your experience with the Wind Waker? Like either the GameCube or like just how much of this game have you actually played? What's your experience with it?
It was back in the GameCube when it came out. I don't remember what year that was, but was it a Christmas release? I feel like it was holiday, but I can't remember.
I think it might have been.
Anyway, I loved. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Zelda series, if you want, whatever you call it, series. I got this game and because I loved Ocarina and just like everybody else in the planet. But then I don't know about sailing. I was like, for the first 16 hours of this game, all I did was drive. Once you get the boat, drive around and you just listen into Styx on just come sail away on loop.
Yeah.
Sailing. She's conducting. Away.
I wish that game was Irish. Yeah, good me. I wish that song was on the soundtrack, actually. Someone's made an AMV with cutscenes of this game, and that song out there somewhere, it exists.
That's I always liked what I liked about Ocarina was you could sit there and just play the Ocarina. I just feel weird conducting nothing.
You can't actually really play any. Like my friend worked out how to play Stairway on the Ocarina. You can't really do that with the baton.
No.
Yeah. You're just swatting it flies.
Yeah, it's.
Why is it sparkling? Oh, that wasn't a potion.
Oh,
there wasn't no fairy dust.
It's sparkling because it's magic.
It's Wind Waker.
Everything sparkles in Wind Waker because the GameCube had the power of particle effects. Particles everywhere. So you never completed the game though because of the sailing.
No, the sailing. I got lost at sea, and I seem to recall that I ended up drifting for a number of days, and stumbled upon this island where I just made my home, and that's where Animal Crossing began.
Oh, I thought this was going to turn into a Link's Awakening story, and it turned into surprises, subverted expectations.
I will say this about the entirety of the Zelda timeline story connection stuff. I don't even pretend to try to know all that. It's all right. That's complicated, in-depth stuff.
That's what Jess is for.
That's what I'm for. No, well, that's why Nintendo made the Hyrule Historia. It was basically to just say, here is the canon timeline of every single Zelda game, you fucking fanboys, and we're just going to put in a little bit of information about each game. And sell it to you for $75.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they did that, though. Because there were a lot of unofficial stories out there that a lot of people were... It was a bloody war. And actually, in the timeline, that's coming up. Another bloody war.
There's always one. I always wonder if like the time. Well, I know it came about afterwards, but I mean, like, I wonder how long before the Hyrule Historia came out, Nintendo was like, "Shit, we've been saying we've had a timeline for a while now. We should probably actually try
Think
to link
about
these
it and
games
put it
somehow."
together, yeah.
Let's weave this together as shoddily as we can.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. There's a few, shall we say, plot holes throughout the experience.
My question then would be, with the upcoming, I don't know, you guys probably have seen this on the Wii U, the new Hyrule Call of Duty, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Call of Hyrule.
Dynasty Links.
So where does that fit into the timeline? Is that like we're going back before
Nintendo haven't stated if it's actually going to be canon or not. And until they decide...
Which, if it's gonna go the way that it looks, I fucking hope not. Because...
Well, even Four Swords is canon, though.
Yeah, I know, but Four Swords was a good game. This is Dynasty Warriors meets Zelda, and that's no good.
The best part of that game was throwing your friends off into the ravine.
The best part of this game is throwing pigs off into the ravine. I've never played any of the Dynasty Warrior games, so I can't comment on them.
I shouldn't say that they're bad games because they're not, but that's just not.
Isn't it just the one game and they just keep releasing it?
Well,
anyway. Moving on from that.
This is the other thing about this game that started to bother me. If G-Man, it's G-Man, that's you.
That's me. I'm the G-Man.
Are we talking to the boat now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're talking to the boat.
See, that tripped me out when I was out at sea. I thought I was losing my scruples.
Well, Link's an imaginative kid.
Well, I knew by the time I had made it to the Animal Crossing island, I was talking to imaginary creatures that the boat was real, and I had lost my fucking mind, and
it all went downhill from there.
It was downhill, and then what was the next one after that? Skyward Sword? Is that the next game?
No, the one after this is Twilight Princess.
Oh, Twilight, that's right. The Wolf game. I actually got that one confused with the Sonic Wolf game. What was the deal with that whole phase of
everyone needed a wolf in it? I don't know.
Twilight did everything.
Furries invaded.
And I'm talking about the vampires, not the.
Yeah, Twilight was terrible. I think Twilight Princess actually came out before the Twilight books.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief.
Well, anyway. Do you have any fond memories of this game, Mr. Psychon Man? I know that you only got 16 hours into it.
I really enjoyed the battle mechanics. Obviously, they were similar to the links of the past, the games. But the cell shading and stuff. And like I said, I never realized until somebody actually pointed out to me later that, hey, Psychon looks like Toon Link. Why is he Toon Link? And I'm like, crap.
You're right.
I think the biggest thing I love about this game is, we're in animation and stuff. I love the artwork in this game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a beautiful game.
It's the most. I know a lot of people were like freaking out when this came out too, because they were like, "What is this?"
It looks like
a baby's game.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed it. Like, and I mean, like I said, I'm a big fan of cartoons. Oh, I remember this temple. That's right. You got to carry this bird brain around to get through the temple.
He left her behind.
Left her behind.
She got across there pretty damn quick, didn't she? She was like, "Well, fuck you." I'm gonna
That's one of those things. Like, I didn't remember. That
I like
they,
how
like,
she was she just was there.
I'm so used to because in modern games, if you walk through a door or an escort mission, the people fucking follow you.
Well, yeah, but Zelda's not like that.
I know, but kind of going back to it, because your brain gets used to that, and then when that isn't how things work, you're like, oh, that's right, I have to magically open the door without my hands while I hold you.
Down.
Well, realistically,
I like how she's taking a squat on your head. It's just like.
I'm sorry.
Especially since she's a bird.
Oh my god, a demon!
Well, they say that's good luck, right?
Yeah, when a bird shits on you, it's good luck.
I've had a bird oh.
Yeah, I had my dad. My dad got shat on by a bird. It was well funny. We were at the beach. And the seagull shat on him, on his back. It was gold.
Oh.
It was gold? It was gold?
Gold shit, wow.
It was a golden shat.
Gold shit still smells like shit. But you know what?
The other thing I liked about this game was that there was no annoying fairies.
Yeah, I like the fact
that then Link's voice is kind of the same as Navi's now, so.
That was a little bit higher pitched.
He is meant to be a bit younger than.
Yeah, how old is he? Like 5, 6? How old is he?
No,
45 years old.
He's just.
I believe he is 10. I believe he is 10 because in Ocarina of Time, that's whenever Link's journey began, right? And at the beginning of this game, they're like, "Oh, you're the same age as the great."
Oh yeah.
Hero of time.
So he must be 10 then. Yeah.
He must be.
For a 10-year-old to be killing so many things, it's got to have ramifications on his psyche.
Years of therapy.
Yeah. Expensive. That's why he needs all those rupees.
Wow. Not if you live in Canada, but hey.
No.
That shit's free, yo.
That's true. What about the music? What's your opinions of the music in this game, Syken? Because Zelda games they're well known for their music. Do you think the music's as good as the artwork?
I think that this game, like I said, Ocarina was the first game like that really built. Well, I mean, I don't want to be wrong about this, but it was one of the first ones I played that was so built around music. And then they kind of migrated that to this one. I think that the soundtrack was great in this game. I do think that it's hard to beat Ocarina of Time's soundtrack. I mean,
I disagree, but that's just because I'm crazy.
Then do you like the soundtrack in this one?
I do. I like I find the soundtrack of this game is a lot more ambient than it is in Ocarina.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was just sticks. So.
If it was just sticks, this would be my least favorite Zelda soundtrack.
I'm failing.
You totally forgot what you had to do here, didn't you?
Yeah, I was like, I know I have to jump over there, but I kept looking at the distance, and I'm like, she's not going to be able to fly that far carrying Link. But then it turns out you can, because look how far it is. It looks further than you can jump, but then it turns out you can.
She's batty.
That's all it is. But yeah,
I'm a big fan of games where you get to play as other characters.
That means you like GTA 5 then?
I did. I actually thought that was their best. Well, I haven't finished that either.
Oh, I finished it just the other day. It's well good.
Just like animations, I'm the same about video games. I never finish anything.
Oh, there you go. She has to come back to tell you that she's comfortable carrying you.
Well, no, you could have done it in the first place, but this is the whole point of this is that Dan is terrible at video games.
That's true.
I think she might be a Jewish bird. Look at that beak.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I've been waiting for this. This is what the show's all about.
They've shut. So I'm choking. They've shut us down.
This show's cancelled.
Merry Christmas.
So as far as like your actual like your with your fandom of Zelda games, Psychon, if you were to like get all the Zelda games and you were to stack them in your like what would be your 5 like favorites in order, of, like least favorite to most favorite? It is just.
Let me think.
That always gets people.
See, I was born in '85, so I actually I grew up on, and I don't want to say this like I played them like a knowing teenager because I was like 5, but you know that was the first ones were the first ones I was exposed to. So I mean, I think that they're good. But I think
the
my
originals, they're fucking hard as shit. That was back when games were for men.
Link especially. Actually, the Game Boy game.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening was
that was
one
a
of
good
my.
One.
I think that one and Link to the Past are probably my 2 top. But Ocarina is definitely right up there. I got that one I know I got for Christmas, and I literally sat for a week and did nothing but play that game.
Took you a whole week. I guess it was your first time. Most of that time was probably spent going in and out of the menu to equip the iron boots in the fucking water temple.
Where am I?
See, everyone remembers the water temple being horrible, but it's only horrible because you have to pause the menu and equip the boots and pause the menu over and over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. The temple itself's not actually all that difficult. Like, when the 3DS remake came out, I was like, oh no, I have to do the water temple. And because they made it so that the iron boots are just like, you would just equip it like a regular item.
It was a C item, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, I did it in like 40 minutes and was like, oh, that was it.
Sorry, I was, my dog's in here.
That's a sweet track.
Gonna stare at me.
What are your dog's opinions on the Zelda series?
Rebel, how do you feel about Zelda? That's a pretty good game, Dad. You sound like a dummy. You're the worst dog. I feel bad. I'm trying not to use any swears. Am I allowed to swear?
You could swear up a fucking storm if you like.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Fucking hell!
There we go.
See, contrary to what most people think, I actually swear more than any of the people I work with as far as the cartoon stuff. So Clunk's just an extension of who I truly am. Oh God, I want to talk. I'm sorry. I'm kind of. I've got this dog here, and my fiance was in the room here. I got distracted momentarily. I got derailed.
That's what fiancés do. That are very distracting.
Yeah.
Send your hate mail to GameOverGoKaman at idon'tgiveafuck.com.
Mellie's just she's like dead ass. Dead ass.
Time to get that beak right up there.
Oh God.
Yeah, I took it one step beyond. What?
She just like teleported.
Oh, did she? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, she did.
There you go.
That was some like janky Duke Nukem shit there.
Oh God, Quinn. We're not talking about Duke Nukem forever, please.
I'm sorry. You've tainted my mind.
Whenever something horrible happens, it's just that's like a swears now. Oh my God, that's so Duke Nukem forever. Oh dear.
You know, it was. That was another game that I've never got into the shooter stuff, but I got to play one of the early Duke Nukems.
Oh,
so
3D.
I only get the bubblegum joke, and then after that, it's
okay. We won't get you in on the Duke Nukem streams. We won't subject you to the horrors that are.
Yeah, it's too violent.
That's too bland. This game's got colors in it. Remember when games had colors? That was a conversation we had on this show a couple of days ago, actually. This is like one of the last times the video games ever had color in them.
Do games? What do you mean color?
Like all the games now are just brown and grey. That's it. That's the color palette of like every game ever now.
Are you talking about like in the game, or like the
graphics, like the graphics of the games?
Oh, see, this game was probably one of the more beautiful looking games.
It definitely, certainly holds up well.
Now, see, a lot of people didn't. I didn't like that boat, but
is that because it had a beard? Do you hate people with beards?
I don't know. The boat just freaked me out. It was like
I never heard nobody complain about the boat. You're the first person I've ever heard complain about the boat.
I don't know. I must be a rare case.
Rare breed.
I got lost at sea. G man.
We've all been there.
This game has bad memories. I was stranded on an island. And I sent an SOS to the world.
How do you set an SOS in the Zelda universe?
Bottles? They're good for something.
Bottle.
Yeah, that's true. I was imagining like Link playing like the Morse code for SOS on his ocarina. It was gonna be amazing.
I send an SOS to the world.
All these copyright infringements coming up. Sticks, the police.
Actually, you know what? I think Tingle is my favorite part of this game.
Yeah, we had a whole discussion on Tingle. His appearance is based on Koji Kondo. Was the big revelation for everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The Tingle is a beautiful, beautiful man-child.
He is.
Oh. Yeah. So what's the sound he makes again? Let's go find. That should be our new quest. Screw this dungeon. Where's Tingle?
Yeah, we had this massive discussion about whether or not Tingle, when he laughed, sounded like Scooby-Doo in Majora's Mask. Because I think he does.
You know what I think is weird? That you wave your wand around and suddenly you're a female owl person.
That is kind of weird,
but
it's
crazy magic is that shit?
It's not as weird as in fucking Majora's Mask when you play that song on the ocarina and then you leave a statue copy of yourself with a fucked up face.
Yeah, let's face the facts. Zelda had some cool moments, but it had some fucked up shit.
Well, there's a Wallmaster chasing me now. I think Wallmasters are fucked.
That's actually a Floor Master.
Sorry.
I'm surprised the feminist movement isn't having a shit fit about this video, because you've not only taken that woman's body hostage by using force, you're using magic, and you're getting in her body against her will.
That's really inappropriate.
you're using her to open doors as like I'm gonna need your fat ass to stand on this switch, please, so I can get in the door. Shut up, bitch, just do it.
At least she stands on it, you know, like Ocarina of Time. Rudo just sits on him. Like, yeah, this is comfortable.
See, a lot of people hate the water temple, but that level, the Jabu.
Oh, I love Jabu Jabu.
Jabu Jabu.
Oh my god, that was one of the most annoying. That was the worst level.
Nah, I love Jabu Jabu.
It was annoying as hell.
As far as games go, it was a pretty cool level, but man, that princess was a bitch.
She's a bit of a cow. But you know.
But she grows up to be a hot fish woman.
Yeah, I guess if you're into that sort of thing, a lot of people are into that. I looked her up on Google once.
Oh god.
So many a horrific thing.
Oh god.
Hey, that smells like tuna.
Something smells fishy.
No.
Yeah. These guys are annoying. There was the Ruto, the Zora princess and Twilight princess was, I think, far more acceptable.
Why did you do that?
Because it took me a second to realize that I need to drop them on the things.
Hit him again. Wait till he shocks. Wait, no.
Yep.
Yes. He's dead.
I killed him. I killed him dead.
What are we gonna do? We only have one bitch. We need another bitch. Well, wave your wand around. Let's conjure up another bitch.
Insufficient bitches.
I'm gonna stand on the other switch.
Hurry up, fat bitch.
Who? Me? Who?
Is she an owl? They're bird people, but they're not really owls, are they?
I don't know what kind of birds they are. I think they're just generic birds.
What's the name?
I think they're meant to look like, because if you see their wings, they're meant to look kind of like seagulls, in a way.
I like how her arms are arms now, but then when she flies, they turn into giant wings.
I wish that's what my arms could do. That would be awesome.
Oh man, why are you putting Wobbuffet on that thing?
They do look a bit like Wobbuffet, don't they? It's the feet.
Yeah. If you hit it, it'll wobble around.
Well, when I play in Pokemon tournaments, I have 6 Wobbuffets.
Gently, put it gently on the. Yeah, that's better.
This is totally off topic, but in Pokemon X and Y, the female Wobbuffets have lipstick.
They did?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I laughed.
That's creepy as fuck.
I like mine to wear cherry chapstick.
Oh.
Oh no. Those lonely nights.
Psycho went on a Wobbuffet lip slide.
Oh Jesus!
I had a Wobbuffet.
This is all the way bad. I apologize to everybody on the planet for this.
One time I painted my dick blue and I started slapping it around and just kept yelling Wobbuffet. Very much like the show.
I'd pay good money to see that.
What's that?
Good money. Oh no, Floor Master.
Oh, what's his hand? You just got sucked in the eternal vagina.
We're never coming back.
Oh, it pooped you out.
As soon as we say, no man, you can swear. No filter. Filter's gone.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
You got pulled into the eternal vagina, and then you were born again. So I think now you have religious affiliations. Stop hitting that Wobbuffet.
It's weird. There have been some religious affiliations with the Zelda series over the years.
Well, yes, actually.
Really?
Yeah, there was actually, I forget what game it was. I believe it was. I believe it was Link to the Past. Because you know how there's the church or the sanctuary or whatever.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be like a place where you could pray, but in that game, whenever you are, what part is it at? Whenever you read like that book that translates from like ye olde Hyrulean to modern Hyrulean, and if you're trying to get something like some magic shit to happen, Link actually prays. Like you can see him doing like the cross thing. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's a Scientologist though, so it's okay.
Well, the original Zelda 2, there was a cross on Link's
shield.
Oh, that's right. It was the like the Crusades.
Yeah.
Crusaders.
Gotta get that
stuff.
Yeah,
that vagina hand's not getting you again.
Oh no.
That looks just like my fiance's.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry.
You know what would have been awesome if If when the Flowmasters grabbed you, they did they did like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. They're like, get over here, and then they grabbed you. That would be amazing.
You're mine. Hadouken. Wait, that's not the right game.
That's a different game.
I feel like I'm gonna go on record as being the resident game idiot if I'm ever on this show again.
Well,
I like how the show started. Hey, we have a special guest. He knows nothing about video games.
He played a game once on his Spectrum. That was a good time.
I played Mario Brothers once. It was pretty fun.
Oh, I like the part with the jumping. Super Jump Brothers.
Literally, the last time I played this game, see, and I'm pretty sure I did this temple because I feel like I remember this shield mirror crap. But
yeah, I think this is probably the most memorable temple in the game.
It will be now.
Yeah, that's
come on, baby, light my fire. Oh, I'm a fan.
What do you think Jim Morrison would think of this game? Now that you've said that,
people are strange.
It's true.
When you're a fucking owl bird.
Yeah, that probably would have been a pretty close reaction, actually, to the sort of thing you'd expect him to say.
Hi, Rebel. Ladies and gentlemen, my dog is whining. I'm going to put him out of the room.
Is a rebel without a cause?
He's a rebel without a clue, without a bone. He wants my chicken. I have some chicken. Actually, I'm eating chicken while we help the bird people.
Oh,
that's
I felt like
unfortunate.
Felt appropriate.
Yeah,
Taste better.
That's a fair enough call. I'd eat chicken. I already hate my chicken. I had chicken wraps. They were delicious.
Can I just ask again? Why do we have to carry her?
Because AI wasn't invented yet.
What's she dizzy for?
Oh, that was a high jump! I can fly!
I threw her into the wall because I'm a bastard like that.
I think she's an albatross.
She very well could.
There was an Ocarina of Time manga, and there was a chapter that had giant albatross people in it. It was very strange.
Huh. You know, I just thought about this. Whenever you're in a new temple in every Zelda game, it's like, is the compass in Zelda in every temple? Is it like magically sealed to that, or is like Link just keeps finding compasses and he like has a fucking messed up magnetic field around his body?
There was this unfortunate thing.
My compass is fucked up.
Their compasses don't work properly, so apparently they only work in like very small perimeters, and if you leave that perimeter, they just break.
Yeah, and it's like the fucking dragon radar because it takes you to the Triforce or whatever you're looking for at that point.
Fucking dragon. Oh god, yeah. There we go.
Actually, it's more like the in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
It's just like you pick up this compass randomly in a dungeon.
Hey, this takes me right where I need to go.
How convenient! Now that you've brought up Dragon Ball Z, were there any good Dragon Ball Z games like at all?
Oh my goodness! Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple. A lot of them were on NES and SNES, and actually there was a couple ports from. They didn't release in like in Northern America. I don't know about Australia, but
well, we didn't get jack diddly of nothing.
Yeah, they didn't because the series was obviously released overseas. It was in Japan like however many years before it came over. So they didn't when they ported the games. They actually changed all the graphics. There's this one called
I remember watching something about that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was on Did You Know Gaming.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But yeah, no, actually there was one. I can't remember the name of it, but there's this one where it starts you out at you're Goku and it's an RPG and it's like a card game RPG, but it has like animated battles, and I can't remember. It was on Super Nintendo, and you play from the Raditz or like Piccolo to Raditz to into the Frieza, and then at the end of Frieza is the end of the game, but it was good. I played through. I actually had to get, and I got that on a ROM years and years ago, but.
Yeah, I remember playing. It was Dragon Ball Z Hyper Fight, which was like one of the good fighting game on the Super NES.
Yeah,
the other fighting games on there were really bad.
Yeah, there was I actually don't care for the like Budokai Tenkaichi stuff.
No, that stuff's garbage. I've bought one once, and I regretted it ever since.
Mm-hmm. I had Budokai.
Budokai!
It was just the same game over and over again. Look, you get to fight Raditz and everyone again. Lucky you.
And actually there was another Dragon Ball game they did. There was an MMO.
I thought that was supposed to be coming out. Did that actually ever end up coming out?
I don't know. I think
if
it did.
The Dragon Ball Z
MMO
actually ever came out, please let us know in the comments below.
Yeah. We'll play.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
I'll play for I'll get lost in a boat and why is this owl bitch following me around?
Why can't she open chests?
Yeah, why is she getting the treasure?
Because she's not Link.
She can't open treasure.
I bet there's some Zelda theorist somewhere has come up with a reason why your partners can't open chests. This long-winded, stupid explanation for why they don't have the ability to open things.
So you just left it there?
I'll come back to it when I got the mirror shield.
Yeah.
Mirror shields are important.
She's utterly useless. She can't even walk through the door.
Yeah, she's not over.
I can fly and get feathers all over the fucking place.
Yeah, this is what it's all about.
Oh man.
Oh, I already killed it.
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
That was like sex.
I'm done.
That's how it's supposed to be, right? 1 second.
So creepy. Thanks, camera. Just hide behind the grave there. That's great. Yeah, I definitely. These redeads are my favorite thing about the game, design-wise. I just love them. I love them.
Which guy? Which guys? Sorry,
the redeads. These guys. I reckon they look hella more creepy in this game. They don't sound as creepy as they did in Ocarina of Time, but they look hella creepier.
Why are you killing salad fingers?
Yeah, they do look a bit like salad fingers, actually.
It's my birthday.
No, what'd you think of Salad Fingers 10?
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Firth always does good stuff.
Yeah,
it's always been really weird, but it's got an appeal that
I give him props for not. Unlike a lot of other animators who've been animating for a long time and have gotten boring, Firth has somehow never made anything that wasn't interesting.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I don't even remember how long it was, but
it's like 10 minutes. It's crazy.
I couldn't look away. It's weird. He's good. He's a good writer.
I'd like to see him do character designs for not a Zelda game, but for a game. It'd be quite cool.
Mm-hmm. Salad Fingers, the game.
Because before Link Between Worlds came out, my favorite Zelda game since Wind Waker was actually Darksiders.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that game.
It's not bad. It's pretty good, actually.
I'm nearly 30 years old. I don't have time for video games.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Recently, I can't remember what I've been playing recently.
Something good, hopefully.
Okay.
This is the first time you fight these guys in the game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like these guys. They're annoying, but I like them. I like the fact they give you items that it's easier to fight them when you're not using the items.
Yeah.
I found the best way to kill these guys is
the
with
physics
rounds.
don't seem right when he spins. It looked weird.
Well, if it's a big cartoon. You get some leniency when everything's cartoony looking, I think.
True. That's why that's why they let me be an animator.
I don't believe in physics. Physics is just another way of the government's using to keep the man down.
Physics is the devil's work, and he's found a way into video games, and it's called Kerbal Space Program.
Ah.
And if you have a chance to, and other people out there listening, that game is just math in disguise. Don't be fooled. It's math. It's rocket science.
Physics wasn't even in the Bible, so you know it's a load of crap.
Yeah, and no. Physics didn't turn water into wine and get my ass plastered.
I'll say, as much as this is my favorite temple in the game, this is like the worst mini boss in the game.
Yeah.
It could have given me something interesting.
Oh, a giant sphere.
Well, considering what the boss is, I guess they kind of...
Oh, yeah. Well, even the boss is not interesting because he's just a bigger version of the guys you already fought.
Well, no.
Yeah.
No, because you fight him differently than you fight the other ones.
Yeah, that's true.
You tripped on a step.
Yeah.
You've been rolling. You're rolling around everywhere. So it's like...
Just step. But look how short his legs are.
Ow.
When you got short little legs like that, it can be difficult sometimes.
You got the police badge.
It does.
You joined
You're
the
right.
force.
It does look a bit like the police badge.
Yeah.
Well,
The Zelda series, the Zelda series was getting a bit like the Police Academy movies. It's getting a bit like, okay, I get it.
Did you forget how to use your shield, Dan?
Yeah, because I haven't. I don't know.
Where's my shield?
I don't know if you noticed this, but I haven't used my shield at all. Like this whole game. Like I never bother with using the shield in the Zelda games. I just couldn't be asked with it. I don't need it. The games are too easy as it is without blocking.
Now I can see in the dark.
Well, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you, Jess, and thank you for joining us, Lycon, to tell us all about infinite vaginas and...
Well, it's a whole new level, yeah.
Talk a little bit about Zelda.
When you get lost at sea in Hyrule, you know, or it's not Hyrule, I guess, but in the land of Zelda. What's the world in this one?
It's literally just the Great Sea.
Yeah. Creative.
Water world. I'm Kevin Costner.
Yeah, Kevin Costner's got to be somewhere in the game hidden away as an Easter egg.
This is just your... That's the game. That was my vert.
That would have been awesome if instead of Ganondorf, like you think you're about to fight Ganondorf and he turns around and it's fucking Kevin Costner.
Jesus Christ.
That would have been amazing. Anyway, join us next week as we finish this temple and, kill some ghosts, I guess. It'll be a good time.
Get lost at sea.
Alright.